Hey everybody, it's Tracy. Welcome back. I have today for you another video of a recent Scentsy haul. It was during the end of February when they were getting ready to discontinue certain scents. I knew Amazon Rain was going to be going away in laundry, and I have not had it for a while, so I thought I would just order a quick trio to hold me over, because I do have some fluffy fleece left over, which I'll talk about in a second as well. I'm thinking about trying another scent for spring, summer. But I thought I would grab some of this while it was still available before it was being discontinued. Now, it may come back in the fall, who knows? But I do like the scent and I do enjoy it, so I didn't want to wait another 6 months before I had it. So let's get started. I have the laundry liquid here, and I absolutely love this. It is very concentrated. It literally, like this pump here that you see, you will use between 4 to 5 pumps is what I typically use. And now, mind you, that includes when I do my husband's work clothes, which typically have, something on them. I mean, he's a pipe fitter, so he gets kind of dirty on the job. So it's really good for stains, even like when he's been working in the garage or doing whatever. So I'm not having any issues with anything with stains. So even, with that 4 to 5 pumps, now I understand you can use as little as 2 pumps. But like I said, I typically am using 4 to 5 for most loads. Even that, this lasts such a long time. It's unbelievable. It's a great scent. Amazon Rain is just this beautiful tropical green goodness that is just amazing. And then, of course, then there's the washer whiffs. Let me open this up so you guys can kind of see. I've actually already used this since I've gotten it. So you can see there. It comes with the little scoop, which is great. And the granules kind of remind me of almost like a sea salt type of texture. They're a little bit softer than a sea salt, but they're scented and your laundry will smell so, so good. And you know what I've noticed? This is not, proclaimed to be a softener of any kind, but I will say if I do laundry and I'm not using the washer whiffs, I feel like they're not quite as soft. I feel like there is a softening effect. And even if it's not something that they claim, it's something that I have noticed in my wash. So let me know down below. If you're using Scentsy laundry and you use the washer whiffs, let me know if you've noticed the same thing, because I'm kind of curious to see if it's just me. But I do notice that my laundry is a bit softer and a little bit more cozy when I use it. So I love it. And it smells great, which is amazing. And then, of course, I got the dryer discs. Now, I've already started using one. In between washes, I always keep them back in their plastic. So, oh, that's the sealed one. This must be the open one then. Oh, no. Oh, no, that is the open one. Sorry. So when I'm done with the load, and you can see it's like the corners and stuff are all nicked up because I've already used it once. But these smell great, and your laundry comes out smelling so, so good. But when I'm done with them, I put them back in the plastic sleeve, and then I keep them in the box. I've noticed that typically I will get, with one bottle of liquid, I can usually get through 1 container of washer whiffs. Sometimes it's a container and a half, because if I use a little bit extra on heavier clothing or bedding, I will go through a little bit more of the washer whiffs. However, typically for me with regular laundry, it will be 1 bottle to 1 container to 1 box of dryer discs. So 1 set will go, I don't know, gosh, one of these days I really need to write down how many loads I get out of it, because I get a lot of loads out of it. It will last me for a few months. So this lasts me way longer than store-bought detergents. And here's another thing I want to say. Let me move this over to the side for just a minute, because I want to show you something else. So here you can see is my laundry liquid. Now this is about half full, so that one's getting ready to be done. Let me show you my washer whiffs. They're about, there's about, well, little less than half, but more than a third left. So you can see I'm using them. And again, I'm going to show you, I haven't even opened the second one yet. I'm still using the first one, and I still get lots of scent out of it. Now you can see it's a little beat up because, again, I've used this for several loads, but it still smells brand new. So I found keeping them this way, they last quite long. I used to have to go through about 3 of the dryer discs with one bottle to one of these. So I feel like I do get better use out of it storing it that way. So just a side note, just something I've personally found out. I was not told that by anybody. That's just something I experimented with. But it was an easy way to keep them together. They're not just floating around the laundry room. And I don't keep them in the dryer. I take them out, because I don't want to leave them in there. But let me say this. First of all, I am a person who, for the majority of my life, and I'm talking from the time I was probably 10 or 12, all the way through my full adult life, I've always had to use the scent-free, fragrance-free, dye-free, allergen-free, all of that detergents. I've never been able to use any kind of fabric softeners. I always had to use the scent-free dryer sheets. So my clothes have never smelled good. They've never really been that soft because you're using that stuff. And I'll be honest with you, while it works, it gets stains out, whatever, you have to go through so much because it's so watered down. But the other thing is my clothes never smelled good and they never felt good. This has made such a huge difference for me. I really cannot believe, I wish I would have tried it sooner. That's all I can say. Because throughout my adult life, my parents, when I lived at home, that's all they ever bought me because I would break out in such horrible rashes, even if they washed the towels in it. So they had to sacrifice, they had to wash their towels with all the, scent-free, dye-free stuff because that's what I needed. And so the long and short of it is throughout my adult life, I would try scented fabric softeners or scented beads or the detergents, and I always would get that same rash. And, so I would try them in small bottles, and ultimately, I think I did it a few times, and then I was like, all right, I'm just done. I gave up. And until all of these products here, I've never been able to use scented detergents, the washer whiff type of product, and even scented dryer sheets. I can't use those. Now, if I'm drying heavier clothes, I will still add a scented dryer sheet just to keep out the static. But typically, this is what I use. I don't use any softener. Now, Scentsy does have a Scentsy Fresh. You can refresh clothing or furniture or whatever. I do have some of that, but I use it very frequently, or very infrequently, I should say, because honestly, when I do my bedding and everything with this, it smells good, for so many days. Even changing sheets and stuff, they still smell good after I've taken them off, and I kind of smell them and I'm like, oh my gosh, they still smell fresh. So I'm really pleased with these products. I can't say it enough. And again, with a person, who has sensitivity like I do, I'm just speaking from my personal experience. I've had good luck with these, and I've tried, I think this is, the other scent I tried was the lavender cotton. And that one worked equally as well. So that's 3 different scents I've tried from them and not had any issues. So I think for me, it's always just going to be about personal taste as far as the scent goes. But I have not had any issues at all. My skin absolutely loves these. And, guys, it's so nice to be able to have things that smell good and are a little bit cozier. So I just wanted to pop on here for a minute, show you what I got. The Amazon Rain right now currently is not available, but the Fluffy Fleece is. The new scent for spring is the Fiji flower, which I will probably make that my next purchase. So at some point within another month or so, I'm sure you'll be seeing a haul on that. Because I like to keep stocked up on these things. I don't like to run out. And sometimes I like to switch off. So that's the joy of it. You can kind of go with your mood and wash it with whatever you want. Excuse me. But in any case, I wanted to pop on, tell you guys all about this. Bottom line, I absolutely love their laundry stuff, and I can't recommend it enough. If you have any questions at all, you can always feel free to contact me. I will leave my website information down below. But feel free to, comment, ask questions, whatever. I'm always happy to answer anything that you might need or help you out if you don't, understand how the website works, whatever the case might be. So I'll leave all that information down below in the description box. And thanks again for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon.